How's everybody this morning?
It's
We
Friday.
doing? We doing? It's Friday. I like that,
Friday.
DJ. It's Friday.
Mhm. Let me do this announcement. The Unity and Community Prayer Walk. Gather our hearts and walk and pray for our community. That'll be held tomorrow, July 12th at 10 a.m. at the Metropolitan Missionary Baptist Church, 1345 West Burleigh. They're assembling on the parking lot, and they're going to walk through the community. So again, the Unity and Community Prayer Walk. Gather our hearts and walk in prayer in our community, Saturday, July 12th, 2025 at 10 a.m. There, 1345 West Burleigh, the Metropolitan Baptist Church. You can call 414-562-5200. Is it? No, 7200. I'm sorry, 7200 for more
I just know the corner of 14th and Burleigh. I don't know the exact
He was
address.
rattling it off yesterday. He knew it by heart.
He should.
Yeah. So anyway,
But he's stumbling with it today.
it's Friday.
We didn't mention as a station while you were doing announcements. I know that a lot of people are familiar with a young lady by the name of Lady BJ. She passed away earlier this week, so we'll get all of the information out to the public. Very well known female disc jockey here in the city. So we'll get the information and get it out to the community. Thanks for allowing me to do that, Keith.
Hey, no
You know,
problem.
it's ironic that you said while Keith was doing announcements, one of his biggest pet peeves
Mhm.
in church
Mhm.
was people reading off the announcements.
How
Really?
long it took to
Oh,
read them?
yeah.
Not no. So
Well, it wasn't that how long. I mean, it did take a little bit of time, but really it's just he said, well, they could read it in the bulletin. So we shouldn't be rattling off those announcements.
Well,
some churches
nowadays,
now they
yeah,
just
program.
They do
Yeah.
the video. We
Yeah,
got
video
video
program,
capability.
yeah.
So
And that's
they do
the best
commercials.
way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
Well, everything's so modernized now, but back in the day, you had Sister Big Church. It was her responsibility to get up there because she was the best reader
Yeah, but nowadays,
and read the
man,
announcements.
nowadays, folks don't just do the announcement, man. They get up and they be like, the Lord put this on my heart.
Oh, they was doing that then. They was doing that back then.
The Holy Ghost work in decency and in order.
Yeah, they was doing that back then.
I think the reason why we did announcements was we didn't have programs. We
Right.
didn't have bulletins.
Right,
And
exactly.
so, but we do have bulletins now.
But, I mean, some folks can't read or see
Well,
clear.
but that's kind of on you,
oh
in terms
Wow.
of
So compassionate.
wow.
With love and
What's
kindness have I drawn thee, huh?
Oh,
yeah.
what's the wild for?
well, for the simple fact,
That
he
is
said
on you.
No, because he said that's on you.
He said that's on you. So listen, some people that can't read or their eyesight might be going bad and they haven't got their glasses yet,
But
Or maybe they got their glasses and they still can't read.
or maybe they got their glasses and left them at home.
And then let's be real. Let's go to the real core of it. Keith, somebody hinted to it. When you're talking in the era where a lot of folks could not read,
Yeah, yeah,
not because they couldn't see it,
yeah.
they couldn't
couldn't-
read what they were seeing.
and
Yeah.
we couldn't afford the paper to print the programs on. I mean, we got a little bit more prosperous, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that the majority of people there can read. Here's the other
Right.
thing:
See, here we go.
most people gonna forget what you told them anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Mhm.
So because me and Rhonda, when is that supposed to happen? Well, she always brings the bulletin home, and then we can check the bulletin to see when it's supposed to happen.
Well, man, that's really how the mind works. Because I actually just had this conversation about, being told something and then being taught something. Because all of us in here, whatever, we can say our ABCs with no problem
Mhm.
because it was taught to us. But when you first got to school, they told it to you, but they had to keep telling it to you until they taught it to you. Now it's in you.
Uh-huh.
And
Yes.
I don't know where I was going with that because people
I
just
don't
threw me
know
off.
either.
But I just would like to say, hey, tune in.
Hey, did you see DJ cut his eye over
Yeah,
at me?
I seen it.
What the hell is he
No,
doing with
but
this?
listen, no. Let me bring this on in, as the preachers would say.
Bring it home, brother.
I forgot what I was
There
saying.
you go again.
As a
But Brother Keith,
I won't be long.
right?
Right.
Help me, Holy
That's why
Ghost.
we
Hey,
don't- that's why we don't let you do
hey,
announcements.
like the preachers say, help me, Holy Ghost.
You
Yeah, I
got
lost my train of thought.
The old devil trying to steal my joy.
lost in time.
I did that.
No, Jermaine said One of the ways he got over stuttering was he used to say it to himself first before he said it to others. You didn't say it to yourself that time, did you?
Doc, it just came out, and then it just left me out on the island, like bring it all back.
Y'all to stop it.
Yeah,
My
man,
senior
I
year,
forgot.
I did announcements.
Really?
You know, a lady by the name of Mrs. Addison. You know, she was over people to do the announcements, and she selected me
I
to do the announcements my senior year.
Whole lot of people got selected. That was one of the forced tortures that they had the kids up doing it.
But I knew how to read, and I was cool with public speaking.
Oh, okay.
So you went to the office and you did over the loudspeaker. So
No. We did this in front of the congregation.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
I was every first Sunday. You know,
Oh. Well,
what you got there?
that was
For that guy.
that was
I remember now,
Mary
DJ.
handed me
And
that.
then after a while,
I
you
know
know,
what it is.
she was a good teacher. And then after a while, I didn't even need her help to like highlight what was
Yeah,
important.
Important now.
You know, the first few Sundays, she'll highlight, you know, this is what you should read. But after a while,
Yeah.
I just did it.
Now I remember where I was going with 20 hours later. No, because Keith said because they couldn't remember what was said to them anyway because they asked from the announcements. But again, with having announcements, if you hear it over and over and over and over and over again,
You're only gonna hear it one time.
well, it depends on what church you at.
I just think, you got a lot going on in your life. And,
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And you got more to remember than
Yeah.
What's going to be happening at
Then the
potluck.
sick and shut in.
well, I disagree, Keith.
Oh, you should
I
know.
think
You should know about the sick.
I
and
think
shut
that
in.
there are those that
You should.
can retain what has been said to them. And if it means that much to you, if you know this Friday the prayer and Bible band is selling chicken dinners, you're gonna mark that on your list of things to do. I got to make sure I get by there and get them chicken dinners.
Especially if you don't feel like cooking.
No, I'm just saying you're not gonna forget it if it sparks your interest.
But if you don't feel like cooking,
Brother
and
Keith,
you know that somebody
Brother
cooking,
Keith is gonna be speaking over at
you
so and so,
gonna-
so and so.
highlight it up.
If it means that much for me to be there to hear Brother Keith speak over at so and so, and we asking the congregation to come and go with us,
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
I'll
of
be
which,
there.
I will be speaking
Where?
at the historic Antioch Missionary Baptist Church this Sunday, right there.
Oh man, I got something going on this Sunday. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure I got something
You'll
going
find
on.
something.
I'll be there.
What time is the historic Antioch? That's right over here, isn't it?
Aboard
On Congress.
on Congress, yeah.
11 o'clock a.m.
That's when they start.
The Reverend Pastor,
Think
Victor
you say he'll be
Mann.
at home by then.
my buddy, is the great
I'm
pastor.
finna say that's a friend of yours because that's the only reason you got that gig.
Hey, what's his name?
Wow, that's cold, man.
I forgot his name. Older cat that played.
No,
piano
I got
over
it.
there.
No, I got another dude now. I think he's
Another
like a
guy?
bus driver.
Okay.
John Reed used to cover.
Yeah, John Reed.
And then
Hey, but didn't he pass away?
And then Arlene Newsom played for him too.
And he used to sing too, didn't he?
Yeah, he was John
I used to singing at all them funerals.
Yeah.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4.
You know, it's crazy. He grew up in Metropolitan. Nobody knew he could play.
Really?
And come to discover that he could play. Yeah, but yeah, he's one of the house musicians at the different funeral homes.
John Reed. Yeah, that was
He
my-
and Frank Johnson was another one that tickled me.
Oh, Frank. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Frank Johnson.
No, Chris. Chris tickled me every time I see Chris.
Chris, who's Chris?
Tillman?
Tillman. That's my
Oh,
dude.
Chris Tillman.
Yeah, he
Well-
calls in from time to time.
But when he playing at the funeral, I can't get. And the Lord, like, wow, this cat going in, man.
You got to be a special kind of person to do funerals anyway.
Yeah.
As an occupation.
Well, man,
I
that's why
quit.
do I charge. Listen, man, I tell people I'm a professional mourner.
Yeah, but I
I
quit,
show
man. I started crying at people's funerals. I didn't even know them people, man. I'd be up there
That's-
crying harder than the family.
That's
to
what
carry
happened,
me
man.
out.
I'm a professional mourner. I show up, I cry for a small fee.
For a small fee.
That ain't small.
And
You
piece of
better
chicken,
believe it.
And a piece of chicken
I don't
at
want
the
the chicken.
repast.
I want the money on.
Well, you
That's
know,
what add up to
they gonna
be
have his to-go plate for him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Speaking of that, I got to do a funeral at 1:00 today.
Say you do, huh?
Yes, sir.
Who's the deceased?
Well, actually, it's my homegirl's son he was killed.
Your homegirl's son.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately, man, he lost his life. So his funeral service is at 1:00. So
This
Keith?
one for free.
Keith, you
No.
you speaking at a service or anything other than Sunday?
no.
No, man. No. And I was lucky to get Sunday.
Wow.
Let
This
you
guy.
tell it. It was just like, thank you, Victor, for having so much. What's the word? Sympathy for me and allowing me the opportunity.
So, Keith, there's a message here from Barbara Smith for you.
Mhm.
Simply says, for some churches, it is an actual ministry.
Yeah.
It's part of the welcome to the visitors, and I think special announcements should be done to bring attention to specific events coming up.
Good
And you
morning,
gotta-
Miss Smith.
And you
Barbara
got to
Smith.
make sure
That's
that you
interesting.
got
That's
the
my
right
aunt's-
person.
That's my aunt's name.
You know that you got the
Yeah,
right person doing that announcement.
Yeah, and that's what
Yeah.
usually it's like Ever Hope. It was Mother Jewel for years.
Yeah.
Very well spoken.
She got the energy. To,
Exactly,
get it
exactly.
across. Yeah.
Knew how to pronounce
Yeah.
the words. I mean, because it's the worst thing in the world when they can't really pronounce the words right.
That's why it's so hard for me getting gigs.
Oh, you know how to pronounce it. Word.
Man, you
My mama
you
said
didn't see them when they be
Dubra
struggling, man. It'd be the
Oh, I be
easiest word and they
struggling.
can't get it.
I'd be struggling. They told this joke about this illiterate preacher. He was illiterate. He could not read. So
Oh, so he was illiterate and could not
he
read.
could not read,
Okay.
and he so he memorized.
Oh,
He memorized things, but this time they threw something on him, and so he said, "Behold, there were 10 Virginians." He kept reading. He said, "Wait a minute, these not Virginians."
No. Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, but I think what a lot of churches now do have media ministries, because they're expanding what you're doing in the church, the audio, video
Right,
in the church, and now
right.
people are streaming,
Yeah.
and so the people are. But I think, and I saw this when we were down at New Shiloh in Miami, New Shiloh Baptist Church. Have you ever heard Artie Jackson? He's come for John McVicker,
Where's he from?
Florida, from Miami.
I probably
His
have. I just don't
nephew,
remember.
because it's his daddy's church. New Shiloh is his daddy's church.
Oh
And they were cutting edge, man. When Pastor Powell came in, they went to video screens.
yeah.
They do a production of the announcements.
Yeah.
Christ the King
Yeah.
does production,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the announcements.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they give you a bulletin. That's the other thing. I think we so locked in with that bulletin, the order of service
Mm-hmm.
and where we're going. But I think, because the order of service hasn't changed since there's been service.
But now, if I remember correctly, when I came to hear you speak, it was on the screen, wasn't it?
No, we had certain things on the screen, like the liturgy of scriptures on the screen.
Right,
And
right.
they would, telling you where you're going to next.
Right.
Yeah. So
Well, that's just to help the audience, whatever, stay with the preacher and his scripture.
I mean, but
So
the
they'll put the
audience,
scriptures
it
up
ain't
there.
like we got new people walking in. No disrespect. I know probably.
And it ain't like
See,
the
but you might have
scripture
some.
changed.
No. Some people that don't read the scripture and know it like that, they want to follow to where you at. So if you say,
But
Matthew
no,
the 24th chapter,
it was helpful, like with the call and response.
well,
Mhm.
yeah,
You know.
that's like for stuff like that. But over at
or
our
even the
church,
congregational song. Now, most people now will on their screens.
they put the words.
They're putting the lyrics up regardless of the song, so then people
So the
know what
audience
they're
can-
singing.
Yeah, so
Hey,
the
you know,
audience
one
can
of the
engage.
things, we always saying the doxology. And for them to actually put some of the words on the screen, I was like, oh, that's what they were saying.
Yeah. You be like, wait a minute, I've been singing this
Oh,
wrong.
man.
I said-
We
I
were
was
just talking
saying
about that
something.
this morning.
Yeah,
And we,
Oh,
and we do the same. We use the same melody for when we would do "Be Present at Our Table," Lord,
yeah,
be here and everywhere, adore. When we do Grace,
yeah.
at camp.
Yeah.
So but praise God from whom all
Yeah,
blessings
praise
flow.
God.
Mhm.
And then we had the other one. I don't know what choir ended up doing the one that everybody started doing. It was a choir back in the 70s. And that pray God
From who?
Yeah, they turned it into. And I'm thinking
That's-
WNOV used
That's
to
the
play
one I grew up
I
on.
hate
Yeah.
that song.
Yeah,
Though.
WNOV used to play that one.
I hate that song. That song make me scared or something.
And
like
me
when
going to a Lutheran school.
It's scary.
I ain't lying, man. That sounds scary to me.
Me going
man.
to a Lutheran school to hear a white person sing it. And I'm like, man, I know these words.
Yeah, but
Wait a minute.
it don't sound like how
That's
we do.
not how you sing this
Well,
song.
we do
you know,
the-
everybody sing certain
We
songs
do
different.
the Lord prayer. We do the chant.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
caller, welcome to the
The
program.
Lord's Prayer is different too. Yep.
Yeah.
Good morning.
morning.
You on there?
Hey, good morning, fellas.
Hey, what's happening?
Just had something funny. I just want to say, Debo was just talking about your words, saying your words correctly and stuff like that. The ignorant president in the African.
Friday.
Wait,
Friday. No.
Let me get this in because
No, I'm not letting you get it in. Not on Friday. We don't talk about this dude on Friday, man. We don't.
it's Friday.
Okay, so let me do this.
George, you
Now
know?
I know George still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
yes, I'm still here.
Okay, go ahead, George. I thought you had hung up. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to cut you off.
No.
Is his phone still good?
Well, no, you were talking about mispronouncing words or words to a song. Jermaine was in here.
There you go.
I thought y'all were talking about just reading off.
Yeah, we were, but I mean, it's just kind of in the same line of how people hear stuff or mishear it. Jermaine was in here getting down one day. He just cut cross 110th Street.
Cut
Yeah,
He
dog.
said,
I
just
thought he
cut
said
cross.
cut cross.
So I kept on hearing him. So I said, Jermaine, what the hell are you saying?
I said it's cut cross,
He
man.
said, man, this Bobby Womack, ain't it? I said, yeah. He said, cut cross 100. And I said, man, the man said, cross. Oh, man, you mean that's what he been, all these years I've been saying cut cross.
Oh,
I thought he was telling you to cut across.
I got one.
What's that?
Father alone,
maybe I'll
we'll
try-
know all
I'll try and
about
call
it.
It won't have.
Hey,
It won't have
George,
the same
George.
effect on Monday, but maybe I'll try and call back Monday instead. But it won't have the same effect.
All right. It might.
I thought y'all might get a laugh out of it. But
Yeah, we will on Monday.
We're gonna
But
say
not
that laugh.
today.
In fact, we'll hold
Not
the laugh for
today.
you, George.
No,
We'll hold it.
I just held my laugh.
So now I got 10 laughs left. I got 10
I
laughs
got 10
left.
more left.
Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning. You on there?
Hey, what up?
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, you babe. What's up?
Hey, is he on speaker?
You on speaker, man.
I'm taking you off right now. Hey,
Turn a little
I had
something.
y'all on speaker because I done got old and I can't hear. But I was waiting for y'all to kind of transition over into some kind of music. And so, Keith, I want to ask you, first, can I get my hate on?
Yeah.
You know
We
the
got some
spray,
hate.
right?
We got some hate today.
Yeah.
Hey.
I got at least 3 of them.
Tell him what you mad about, B.
But you want to wait till we go
I
to
just
Hater
wanna
Nation?
say
Or?
that guy that Trump got running.
No.
Trump.
No. Y'all gonna try it, but it ain't gonna happen today.
Yeah, y'all know the rules.
Y'all know the rules.
We
man.
do not talk about that dude on
On
Fridays.
Fridays. Man.
Nothing
No
serious,
exception.
nothing heavy.
Don't
none of that.
No
Exception.
references. No, he was in the neighborhood.
We might get heavy.
Don't
We
even say
might
the word
Heavy,
born.
yeah, but not
not
politics.
because of him.
Not
Not because of him,
politics. Politics.
Politics.
What I say?
He
Don't
said
You know what I'm trying to say? Politics.
Say, man.
Get all
Politics.
politics all in this space. Caller, up to the program.
Good morning. You on there?
He said, no.
Good morning, Keith. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Boy, you missed
I'm
your
blessed. Hello,
man.
Mr. Evo.
Hey, baby.
How you doing, love?
Save it for Jermaine. I'm good.
That's good. That's how you was gonna get.
Give it to him.
You wealthy, you got that.
I sure am.
Hey, Ryder, what's up, baby?
Well, I figured.
Did she just go, ooh?
What you figure?
Sebo's so stupid. Well,
I heard it too.
I got some confessions to make on this Friday.
just kissed.
Okay.
Miss Angela, I got something to tell you.
None.
Pride is toxic in the garden of love.
Yeah.
So you gotta keep pride out to God and the love.
Okay.
And I want to confess that I wear size 13 and a half.
Man, if you don't
Okay, I know what that means.
You're listening to Community Voice.
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that, man.
No, it ain't after midnight.
Views and opinions expressed on this show.
Man, tell people.
Hey,
Trying to put some woo.
See, they both pitch it through.
DJ said, man, if you don't go.
He 32-0, man.
That's right.
Mr. Ryder,
Yes, ma'am.
so since you wear 13 and a half,
Oh, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's
I
go.
wear 10.
Oh, I don't know
We
what that
going shoe
means.
shopping.
I
We going
don't know
shoe
what that
shopping.
means.
Miss Angela.
We getting in there together.
Yeah, we going shoe shopping.
For your birthday.
Yes,
For your
ma'am.
birthday.
Yes, ma'am.
Straight up for real.
All right. Well, we birthday shoe shopping.
Right.
That didn't turn out right.
All right, man. That's because y'all took it the wrong way. I was making a
Exactly.
confession, man.
we can only take what you said.
So anyway,
All right.
right,
Miss
I
Angela.
got you. Let me know when you get ready to go to the store so I can just go with you to get your shoes.
He going to Nick
That's what you
Von.
want for your birthday?
We'll talk about it. Just call me tomorrow. Then we talk about it.
You
All
gotta be
right,
ashamed
thank
of
you.
yourself.
Meet him at Nick
Shame
Von.
of yourself.
Caller, welcome to the
It
program.
was a confession, man.
Good morning. You're on air.
What's happening?
Good morning.
What's happening, man?
Okay, she spent that bag, didn't
Cut the check.
they? Man, they cut the check for like 3 people, didn't they?
You know they say a mind is a terrible thing
Thing
to
to
waste.
waste.
No, they forgot it. Time
And
is a
airtime.
terrible thing to waste.
Oh, you
And
can't get that
airtime.
back.
What's happening?
They could have saved that.
They had to say that. They spend it, they won the championship, so they better spend it. Otherwise, you're gonna lose people. Just like any other team.
Who are you talking
I don't
about?
know
man?
what you talking about. You
Okay, see, they sound like
Oh,
Y'all
yeah,
ain't
they cut the
talking
check.
players.
Oh, yeah. They cut the check for them
oh, you
cats.
talking about
Oh,
Oklahoma?
they could
Yeah.
afford to.
I
cut
said.
the
Okay,
check.
see, what else you want me to say?
Yeah. They spent some money.
We was
man.
hungover on the last
Oh, there you
call,
go.
so you know you
Pillow
got
talk we had going on up in
excuse us.
here.
Oh, well, I must didn't hear that call.
Our moments in love.
Oh, y'all back on the couch.
Can you woo woo woo?
Y'all just said get us on the head before I get on the phone and all y'all on the couch.
Oh, Keith calling pitching woo over
Put your
there.
woo.
Hey, man, I got pulling power as the old
Jangling over here.
Oh Lord.
as Dr.
Y'all
Ward
on the whole
said, eyes forward, mister. Pulling power.
These guys are here. Well, that's all we said about OKC. They spent that money, man.
Well, they ain't got nothing but money to spend.
No, that's gonna hurt them in a couple
Yeah,
years.
No,
man.
they-
Everybody,
they gonna get a
for
nice
whatever
financial
reason,
bump
every
from that.
team hit that second apron.
Yeah.
So that collective bargaining
Yeah, but
agreement
it
has
helps when you
hurt.
win a championship. Just what they're gonna be able to generate in money, they can be able to afford that luxury tax.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah,
not gonna be able to
and they
get more-
young,
they're not gonna
too.
be able to keep their core though. So
So
they
they-
just signed their 3 players.
Right.
Everybody else gonna have to move around in a minute.
Yeah, Doc.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
You
they
could
gonna end
you,
up trading
you could really only have 2
Max Flair.
$200 million players. They got 3.
They got 3.
So
But it also depends when it kicks in too.
right.
Right.
But they got that
Because
extension.
they're doing aren't they rookie?
Yeah, but then they elevate though.
Yeah.
But it elevate.
Yeah.
So
And keep too. Let me tell you, they do these Packer tickets here, man. They tomorrow, man. Them Morgan folks coming here throwing parties and everything. Because you know they don't play Cardinals.
this year.
Yeah,
Okay.
oh, that's a bye week.
them tickets like $250 though.
That's a bye week.
Packers travel
Yeah.
well, man.
Oh, yeah.
They
I
really
know-
Oh yeah, they do.
I know we don't play the Seahawks again.
Is that the guy
No, I
in
don't think
Arizona?
so.
Yeah, we playing preseason.
Yeah, because that's a bye week too.
Yeah, you keep talking.
We already whooped y'all.
But I do. Wait. Let me clear this up for DJ real quick. Y'all ain't got a ring after us, so don't start with it.
We got more than y'all.
What did y'all get? What, 2 years after us?
No, 2 years after.
Yeah.
We got more than y'all.
Yeah, and you know what? And let me say this.
We got more than y'all.
Y'all beat us on the way.
That part.
Y'all beat us on the
Yeah,
way
that.
to winning to playing in that Super Bowl because you lost that Super Bowl, didn't you?
Seattle.
Yeah, y'all.
Oh
lost
yeah,
to
with that running play with Marshawn that they should have did.
No, the numbers said no.
No.
That's
said no.
They should have ran that ball.
They should have ran
Anytime
that ball.
I'm on your side, Arizona.
The numbers said no. They said they had ran him 5 times.
He
in
was
that
ready
area.
to go. He said
and he never
himself.
scored.
Man, he never scored.
Man, he was on the 2-yard line.
They ran him 5 times during the season. He never scored.
Not during the season. This
Yes.
is
He just
but this
ran
is
from the
championship.
20.
Yeah, he just
And
ran
he
from the
stopped
2.
Listen, that year he had an outstanding year. The reason they want him to get that touchdown because they want to Russell to get the MVP
Exactly.
that year. That's why.
No, I
Yeah,
think
he
I
actually
think
talked about it. Marshawn talked about it.
he talked about it, but the coach talked
Yeah.
about it, and he said they ran that play
Marshawn talked
5
about it.
times during the season.
You know,
2 yards or
when you
less,
hear it.
and he couldn't score.
Of
He
course-
didn't score.
Of
Man,
course,
come on,
they
man.
gonna spin it.
Come on, man.
They gonna
Right.
spin that, man.
You know fluff when you
Yeah,
hear
they
it.
gonna spin that one because common sense would tell you he
Numbers
killed
don't
that whole
lie.
game.
Numbers don't lie.
But he was killing that whole game.
Listen, you got,
He
you got,
was.
Hey, you got.
Except from the
You gotta-
2-yard line.
Because they
Listen,
wouldn't give
you
it
gotta-
to
That's
him.
not his strength.
Hey.
That was never his strength.
Man, he's a
With
beast
Jordan
down
the
there,
ball
though.
at the end of the game.
What'd you say, Arizona?
With Jordan the ball at the end of the game.
Of course.
You don't.
Comparing Marshawn Lynch to Michael Jordan?
Yes, man.
I'm
Yes.
just saying. At that time, he was doing. He was great. He had a
ball
good
in
year that
Russell
year.
Wilson's hands. That's who you wanted
He
to
did.
handle the ball.
No,
And
you
what
what happened? Top player.
And what happened though
year.
when you put the ball in Russell's
Somebody
hand?
was paying attention and
He threw the ball straight to him.
no, somebody was paying attention and jumped the play.
Man, he threw it straight to
stop it,
him.
man.
Somebody was
Man,
paying
stop
attention in film.
Duh.
And
Bro,
Stop it.
His
'Cause that's
vision
his
was
job.
His vision was he was zeroing in right where he was passing the ball to. So of course you're gonna jump the play because you see right where he finna throw it. Why put the ball in Russell's hands?
Not to get off that subject. Did you talk about Bradley Bill with his give his money to?
He trying to go to the
Did they
Clippers.
buy
They
him out?
said.
Not Bradley Bill. What's his name? Who missed that pass in the playoffs when he was playing Orlando? And he got caught in the NBA betting on the game.
Oh,
Beasley?
He
Yeah,
Detroit.
Beasley.
He Detroit.
Yeah, it was Detroit. But
former Buck.
And they talking about when he was playing
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
Bucks.
Yeah, that's somebody
you
who
can
playing.
see-
He missed that pass. He missed that pass on purpose.
Yeah, and you can see a defensive player. They got the
Oh,
video.
yeah.
They showed the video. The defensive
never
player.
liked
Man,
the bees
This
anyway.
cat got cement
Hey,
shoes.
any dude that
man.
be dancing like that definitely got to get up out of here.
What-
We don't do
what-
that around
what
here.
is
Hey,
it with the
And that
dude named Beasley?
dude had three. They got three plays
Yeah.
during the playoffs, and they
Yeah.
showed him how many times he messed those plays up on purpose,
Yeah.
He's
and
got a
then people
point.
won that money.
These people with the last
They
name Beasley,
Beasley,
man. They
you
been,
know,
they
Mike
been
Beasley.
wild. They
Hey,
been
Mike
wild.
Beasley is just what?
Mike Beasley was a monster though.
No,
Yeah,
with
but
the
Mike-
words that's coming out of his mouth is
Yeah,
atrocious
but Mike is
right
going
now.
through some
All right,
changes,
y'all.
right? All right, man.
I don't know
Appreciate you.
what's wrong
Yeah,
with
man.
this man.
I think it's mental, man.
Yeah, he
Kinda like a mental-
great talent.
we gotta
What-
go to
Kevin
therapy.
Durant loved him because you know they from DC.
Yeah,
Well, we got to go to therapy.
yeah.
Cause
But
the-
no,
cause
I
what
totally-
just left
I
coming
totally-
out of his mouth,
I
man.
totally agree.
Kwaku just left.
Hey, man, yeah.
You're listening to
Talk-
Community Voice from
Wait, need to talk to that cat.
414-444-5250, 414-444-5250. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
With your host, Keith Parris and Devon Jones, DJ The Protege.
Go on, man.
You usually
Oh,
bring us
welcome back. All right,
Yeah.
you bring us back too.
You all right. But you're listening to Community Voice. Phone lines are open 414-444-5250. We have just entered Haters Nation. Population
9.
9. We ain't did this in a while, but every once in a while, I just be on fire. So I got 3 things on the Haters Nation agenda. And like I said, the phone lines are open 414-444-5250. The first one, I was watching the news today and well, not today, this week. And I saw that come October, the cost to get your title and your car title, and then also like your driver's license and replacement is going up. And that resonated with me in a negative way because all of these prices is going up, but these streets and stuff is still toe up to the flow up. Like if things are raising, we got to see some sort of improvement with these roads. And that just made me think, we all work to have a sustainable living, and some jobs are fortunate enough to provide their employees cost of living increases, which you could basically say a raise. Cost of living increase. What's the point of getting that increase or that raise if everything else is raising too? The point of getting a raise is to have a little bit of breathing room, so that we can be able to, pay bills comfortably, live a little comfortably, have a little breathing room. But everything is raising, gas prices, clothes, food, just insurance, everything. So something got to make sense to me, because this don't make sense to me at all. That's my first hate. You got some on that?
We'll have to talk about it on Monday.
We'll talk about it on Monday. All right. My second hate. So this week, and I know we got a lot going on, but it just didn't sit well with me. So I'm on the corner, and when I get out of my garage, I have to make a slight right in order to go down Port Washington. I leave my house to go get, if you're going to give me a strike for it, give me a strike. But I was hungry. It was late. I wanted some McDonald's. Is it good for you? No. But it was just to put something in my stomach.
You looking at me?
Because, McDonald's ain't good for you. I'm driving, and there's nobody on my side of the road. Literally, nobody on my side of the road. Going towards Bayshore. On the other side is Glendale Police. He's driving down, away from Bayshore. I look at him, he look at me. He bust the nastiest U-turn on me. The nastiest U-turn. So now I'm like, whoa, what you on? I'm in the right lane. So now I'm thinking, this dude trying to pull me over. So obviously he bust that crazy U-turn in the right lane. So we're both in the same lane. I put my signal on to go into the left lane, get out the right lane, get into the left lane, just to see what this cop is on. Guess what they do? They get right behind me. So now I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Mind you, I'm just trying to go to McDonald's. I'm just trying to get something to eat. Not speeding or nothing. So now my heart is racing because, like I said, a black man can be blind, but if it's one thing that he gonna see, it's the police when you're driving. I'll get back into the right lane, and then I have my hand out the window like, come on now. I know y'all not about to try to pull me over, and ain't nothing wrong with me. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't tripping. My music ain't loud. None of that. He pulls up on me, and he keeps straight, looking straight, knowing he was wrong. Gave me almost a heart attack, busting that U-turn on me, getting behind me like that. And then I didn't get pulled over, which, you know, I am thankful for, but that's not right. Just to be doing that. I mean, it was the nastiest U-turn. You would have thought dude was on NASCAR or something. Didn't sit well with me. Moving on. My last hate, my very, very, very last hate is the national sports media. I've been quiet about this for a while. But it just seems like the entire sports media just want Giannis to be traded from the Bucks. I've never heard any other sports athlete garner this much attention, wanting them to leave a certain team or a certain market more than Giannis this year. I mean, every outlet that you listen to, it's always about Giannis needs to leave. What are the possible suitors for Giannis? Mind you, Giannis has not said that he wants to leave. But everywhere you turn, it's, oh, Giannis needs to leave. They need to go to a contender. He should go to a bigger market. The Bucks isn't a good fit for him anymore. It's like, bro, would y'all get off that? If he say he want to leave, then he gonna leave. It's as simple as that. But it's just like, you know, people always talk about agendas. It's like it's an agenda to get Giannis out of Milwaukee, and it's just weird to me. So that's my hate. I feel a little better now.
I'm glad you feel that way, because I got hate in my heart too. I just don't know how to express it. But thank you for expressing it for me, brother. Because I don't like that the national media wants Giannis to leave.
Brother said he got hate.
Yeah, I got hate in my heart, man.
Oh, man. You ain't the only one.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, Keith is quiet.
But you know what? Why? I haven't heard.
Because I don't want to jinx myself and get followed after listening to you making a slick comment, and then I get followed on the way home.
Like I said, man,
I'm not bringing that
out
karma.
the window. Like, bro, what you on?
Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
I ain't putting it on. I'm not putting it on you. But I had my hand out the window, like, bro, what is you on, man? And like I said, you know.
Yeah.
And
well,
like I said,
I'm glad
particularly
we didn't have to print the t-shirts.
Yeah.
Particularly
free DJ.
You know, particularly when people be in the wrong, they just keep looking straight. They don't even turn and look at you because they know.
You going like,
no, I'm like, bro, what you want?
Hey, because you got the upper hand. So it's like, hey,
well,
man,
one, I'm legit. Yeah. I'm legit. I
got everything I need.
And like I said, I made sure I always use my turning signals, but I made sure I use my turning signals then, because then that'd have been something. You did an illegal turn, improper turn. You know what I mean? They did something petty like that. Because what he did was petty.
Well, if he wasn't riding around on 29s, man, though, you wouldn't
get
sweated.
Them factory dealers, that's factory.
So, well, they really ain't 29s, they 18.
Yeah, they 18.
Hey.
But let me
and I don't even got tinted windows.
Let me get my hate in. Frankie and I went to one. He needed to get a real ID because he's flying to Florida later this month.
Oh,
and my license expired because tomorrow's my birthday. So I went in for to renew my license. And
good thing is before October.
Well, here's the piece. I got a little.
Have you been listening?
No.
I got a little frustrated because of that whole real ID piece and all the stuff you have to bring in. I have a passport. Obviously, I have a social security card.
So you don't need no real ID.
I have a birth I have a birth certificate, and then they said, well, you need to have 2 proofs of residence. What? You know, so Frankie had to call because he's a college student. He had to call his mom so it could show like some mail, and then they take your driver's license, show some mail. I didn't have any of that, and then I made up my mind. I said, you know what? I'm not even gonna get a real ID because I'm already a U.S. citizen. I have a passport. I'm straight.
Yeah,
This and you know what this
crazy.
goes back to? This goes back to 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
2001.
Yeah,
Yeah.
9/11.
That's all a part of the Patriot Act.
Right, and the dudes who flew the planes in the building wasn't U.S.
Wasn't even
citizens.
U.S. citizens, yeah.
So that's my hate, man.
And they trained them how to fly.
One way. I would have sent up red flags.
Like, come on, think
Yeah,
about
man.
it.
So I just
That's the
then
calmest
when I
hate I
found
ever
out-
had.
and then I
Keith.
found out, you know, I guess if you're under 21, you don't have to pay for the ID.
But you still need all of those.
Yeah, but you still need, yeah. All right. Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning, you on there?
Yes, good. Hi, this is Angela. You know what my hate is? Now, I'm a good person. I don't bother anyone. But I just hate when people come at me, you know what I'm saying, and want to start something. So they make me get my defenses up, you know, and I have to go there with them. I have to get off my square,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? And that's what I hate is a harsh word, but I just hate when people do that. You know, pick at me for no reason. Because they know I'm going to defend myself. And how I defend myself, they don't like it. But, you know, I'm trying to change from that because it's like certain people know how to push my butt. And I just, you know, I hate that. Make me want to kill them for real. But I don't. I do want to.
Good, but don't.
Oh, I'm not. I did my time. I ain't got no more time to get on white folk.
All right. Appreciate you.
I feel you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning, you on there?
Let me tell you about. My license is due in August, so let me ask you a question. Do you have the real ID now?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I already have one, so I shouldn't have that problem when I go in there.
Right.
Okay. I was going to say, what? Okay, yeah, I did that a long time ago.
No, I have a passport, so you know, I mean,
I got a passport too.
and I don't know, so why?
So you didn't even need to get the real ID.
I don't even know why I need additional ID.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought you had to do it, so I've been did it a long
Yeah, if you
time
didn't
ago.
have a passport.
Right. They
But I've
tell you
always
to
had a
list the
passport.
things that you don't need to have a real ID, but if you don't have those things, then you need a real ID. And one of those things is a passport. So if you have that, then you don't need, but you will need your passport to travel even domestically though.
So let me ask you a question then, Keith. So if you're not going to get one, can you still get in the federal building just with your passport?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, and normally when we fly, we use our passports, even though we're flying domestically.
Mhm.
We use our
Yeah.
passports.
Don't you have to do that anyway?
No,
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 you didn't have to in the past, but now you will have
because
to.
of real ID.
Yeah.
Okay, so as long as I'm not traveling out of the country, I don't want to think that I'll be having my passport when I'm flying from different cities. Though.
Well, you got a real ID, so you good regardless.
But I don't know if you can use that though. You need a passport to travel though out the country.
Right. Oh yeah, but that's always been the case.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's all I want to know.
Mhm.
Okay, because I was going to say, man, I got to have 2-piece ID just to go do the what? Because I got one already.
Yeah, no, I didn't. And you know what? She put a star on there. I'm waiting on to see if she mailed it, gave it to me. But I was like, dude, no, that's almost like a pass law. No, I got you know, I got my birth certificate, I have a social security card and number, and I have a passport. What other proof do you need that I'm a
Did she
US
let you
citizen?
use that?
She did, but I still needed another form of residential verification, like a gas bill, something like that, showing that I lived at where I lived.
Yeah, he said 2 forms of proof of
driver's
residence.
license they'll take.
So if you homeless and you trying to get a real ID,
it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be real tough.
Wow. Okay, Keith. Thanks,
All right.
man.
Yep.
Wow.
Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning, you on there?
This Angela again. Y'all talking about the IDs. So what's going on with that? You mean the ID I got ain't no good no more?
It
You
might
need
I
not
need
be.
a different
If
one?
it don't have a star
If
on
it
it,
doesn't have a star on it, you need a real ID in order to travel, like to fly, or
Mhm.
to get into a federal building.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and where's the star supposed to be located?
It's on the upper, it'll be like upper right-hand corner looking at it.
Oh, no, I ain't got that.
Yeah, but if you're not, if you're not flying,
Then it really don't
it
matter.
really don't matter.
Oh, okay, well, I'm good then, because I ain't getting on no plane.
All right.
And I ain't going to no federal building either.
Okay.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
No problem.
Yeah.
I think if if you caught a federal case, you don't need one.
you don't
Caller,
think-
welcome to the program
They
to
gonna
get
take
in
you regardless.
the federal building.
Good morning. You're on there.
But that's,
Yes, sir.
does that include Social Security?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
That's a federal bill.
Yeah, that's a federal building.
Got the caller.
Yes, sir. Thank you for taking my call. Assalamu alaikum to you, brothers. Understood the ramifications for calling in. So, I was listening when the word hate was brought up, and I think you are talking about things that hate might be applied to. And I thought, whereas the Bible says that this world is enmity with God, and that means hate. And God hates. And so, with that being an emotion or an attribute of God, because He hates, so we can hate, and depending upon what is the motivation of our hate. And if you look at the word hate, and if you take the H off of it, it's eight. And if you rearrange the E and leave the H off, it can eat. So hate can eat, and you may be ate up by hate. But depending upon what you hate and why you might hate it, it may be justified, because people cannot consistently wrong you and expect you to embrace them. That makes you insane. So if you are dealing with the emotion of hate because of something that has affected you or impacted you in a devastating way, I would definitely say consistently seek prayer and seek assistance up on high, and find yourself amongst those who do not trigger you, or who are negative in their frequency or their vibration with regard to the energy that they give off. Some things you have to let go and let it be, because you can get ate up, or you may eat somebody up because of hate. You dig?
Yes, sir.
I did.
And thank you for taking my call.
Well, speaking of hate,
know what I'm saying? Like real hate, man, that's like an art form, man. It's like you like a born a hater, like myself, man. A lot of cats think they hate, but man, I mean, I'm mad, I'm mad at everything, man. Brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man? I only got one car. Why you got 3 cars, or a wife, or all that, man? That's played out, man. I hate on it till he's totally broke. It ain't got nothing like
True.
me, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause, yeah, that's what real hating is all about, man.
Right. True.
That's funny.
Nice tea.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell her what you mad about,
Man, yeah, that's truth. That's a real truth. All of the above. We got a break? Or
Yeah, you got to break it. You got to
Okay.
call her too, so you take the call.
Okay. Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning. You're on there.
Yeah. Yes, I have a problem. I keep hearing about, a lot of stuff going on in the world, and everybody's so pumped about the immigrants, but they don't say nothing about these undocumented European niggas that's over here. They don't talk about that. And then what pisses me off the most, you got these crooked tooth, gonorrhea-eyed, Mr. Potato Head, maggot-smelling armpit, crooked gout in the ankle toe, wanna be sleeping at the foot of the bed, licking on master toes. Then they start talking about Bible verses. You know what I mean? I thought you judge a book by their contents, and their integrity, not the color of their skin. But they don't talk about these undocumented Europeans over here. You know, and then even though we got these people out our neighborhoods, we still got Pampers on the street. We still got blunt wraps. You still got people running out of gas. But then everybody want to talk about, oh, they in our neighborhoods, but y'all ain't talking about these European niggas over here. What you think about that? And I thought God was about peace and love. And I'm going to tell you like this. If I had a choice between heaven and hell, I don't want to go to heaven with no hypocrite, crooked to bad body built nigga.
All right, Al, you used the quota for today. We
9 of them.
definitely understand the sentiment. You are listening to Community Voice. We will be right back. Phone lines open 414-444-5250. When we'll be back, we'll be heading into the Protege's perspective.
Back to Community Voice with your host, Keith Parris and Devon Jones, DJ The Protege.
All right, welcome back. And now it's time for the Protege's perspective.
Many kids and teenagers that are going through adolescence have and are experiencing their thoughts and imagination. Through this exploration, they've become enamored with cartoons, superheroes, and other fictional characters. Most children have a favorite cartoon or fictional character, and within that excitement, they've uncovered exceptional traits and abilities of those characters. The ultimate trait that a cartoon character or a superhero can possess is the ability to be immortal. Passing along through adolescence, your frame of thinking changes. Kids and teenagers begin to grow up and start to distinguish the differences between what's real and what's not. Cartoons and superheroes, among other things, are the first to be viewed and dismissed in that sharp distinction and perception. Maybe it's through firsthand experience that what they've once viewed as nonfiction has now been proven to be fiction. Maybe it's through secondhand experience where there was a story told that directly disputed those of one's glorified superhero and cartoon show. As people grow older, distinguishing what's real and what's fake happens at a rapid pace. Immortality is one of those things that have only been regarded and relegated to fictional characters because in reality, everybody dies. In this statement, that is something that has filled many people's eyes with water. On the surface, it's proven to be true. Many people have perished physically, yet those same people live on to this day. What's lost is that being immortal isn't just for cartoons, but it's also true for me and you. Spirits live on continuously. Those feelings never leave, even if it's for a moment. It's felt and it's real. This is our introduction to understanding that we too are immortal. Whether it's through music, a book, a smile, or a child, immortality doesn't have to evade us. Our character and spiritual makeup is what makes us. Our shortcomings and achievements have made an imprint on others' lives and thus society as well. Your impact on others will supersede any physical state. The physical body may eventually die, but the spirit can last forever. Who you are, what you do, and how you do it can produce an impact that's immeasurable. And through those deeds, your immortality will be present and endless, just as the seas.
Look here. Now, DJ, you said a lot of wonderful things right there and there. I heard some things in there. But the one thing that jumped out at me, did you say something about we all gonna die?
Physically.
Physically. And do that mean you dead?
Not necessarily, because your spirit lives on.
Oh boy.
That's what I was just talking about. So
Oh,
that's,
boy.
that's,
Dead and gone?
that's the start of immortality.
Oh boy.
So does that mean you gone?
Physically.
Okay, I'm
I
just
can't hug
trying to
you
get,
no more.
trying to get clarity, right, Keith?
Don't be pulling me in this.
Pardon me?
I said, don't be pulling me in this. I know you're trying to provoke Jermaine, but it ain't gonna happen.
Provoke him.
he refused to be provoked. No, there's
But no, there was some quality in.
there's an African proverb that says, as long as you speak your loved one's name,
They live on.
They live on. They never die.
Mm-hmm.
So, regard.
I mean, and I heard that in some of what you're saying, whether it's to a child or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the few times I actually listened to your perspective.
Thank you that you listen.
I got something out of there this time.
One. That's all.
Yeah,
like
I got something out of there this time, man. I'll be listening attentively going forward. We got a caller there?
Yeah,
Yep.
6.
Caller, thank you for your patience. You're on there.
Good morning.
Yes, sir, brothers. I apologize for calling back.
Mhm.
Brother DJ, your commentary was well received, and what I think is what it sounds as though to me is that as the scripture teaches that you can tell a man by his works, and you judge a tree by the fruit that it bears, because that is how a tree replicates itself. And you spoke up on, I believe, progeny, human beings reproducing themselves. And so it sounded logical to me with regard to the spirit, the essence of an individual. For certain, that person continues to live as long as you live, and you remind others of them with regard to your presence, and they're the one that is gone, their impact upon you. So you all were speaking about hate, and I wanted to go back to that where it says that it is to feel hostility or animosity toward, to detest, to feel dislike or distaste for, and hate, as Malcolm X asked, who taught you to hate yourself, your broad nose, your thick lips, your kinky hair? Who taught you that? Who taught you that? And once we address those things about hate, then we can see why we are hated and why we hate ourselves with regard to who taught us to hate ourselves. And why you hate yourself, then you hate your parents, you hate your grandparents, you hate everything that is in existence because you exist. And your hatred of yourself actually is clear-cut representation of total insanity.
Mm-hmm.
How can you love anyone if you hate yourself? Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate the call. Caller, thank you for your patience. You're on there.
DJ.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I mean, your perspective was like real deep, man. It was it left a lot for the imagination.
Thank you.
And so I just wanted to just call you and give you your props.
Thank you.
I don't know, from so far this morning, I've been hearing people calling in, dropping a lot of jewels in regards to life. I just want to drop to share one experience that I had. One morning, I woke up, and out of nowhere, I asked God, I said, God, please surrender me from all the grudges that I have against people. God, take away all of the anger that I have within me. It didn't happen right away, but when it did happen, it changed my life. We don't have to have grudges or anger against people, because when we do, we are taking on the negative responsibility that they show towards us. So I say to the listening audience, ask God to surrender you from grudges. Ask God to surrender you from being angry at anyone. I guarantee you that your life will be better. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Caller, thank you for your patience. You're on there.
Hey, I got one issue, and I ain't going to call back no more. Today is my last time, but this is really bothering me. I don't know if you guys saw the news yesterday, but this young 16-year-old black female been missing for 3 weeks, and we just now hearing about it. And when that white girl, and she's supposed to be with this 28 to 30-year-old dude, but when that white girl ran away with that white dude, it was all over the news. And I forgot what the mother said about the priority or something. They said it ain't a priority because he's a runaway. So I'm asking, what's the difference, brothers, that we just now hearing about this young 16-year-old girl when that white girl was all over the news for about three or 6 months? That's what I'm mad
the mom
about.
has had contact with her.
Right.
The mom has had contact with her. She just won't tell the mom where she is, but the mom has talked to her.
But you still don't consider that should be, she's with a grown man. She's only 16 years old, and the mama said that she got some issues.
Right.
So that should have been known about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the last time, now I don't know if that was the abduction where they caught dude over here at the gas station. And the family jumped on him.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, but I think from what I was hearing, the mom has had contact. She just won't let her know where she is.
Well, she said the other day the young lady called her.
Yeah.
And told her where she was at. But for 3 weeks, he was missing before the mom heard from her. Come on, man. To me, that's still, as soon as they found out a 16-year-old is missing after 24 hours, regardless, that should have been plastered all over the news for us to be on the lookout.
Right. Yeah, but and you it's an interesting challenge because how many runaways do we have?
A whole lot.
A lot of runaways,
and some of them do go back home.
Right. I mean, that's you're right.
You don't consider that white girl? She wasn't kidnapped. She ran away. That white girl wasn't a runaway.
Yeah, but
I get what you're saying, George, and it's we always talk about this word discernment, and it's based on these publications, what they choose to give out to the public and what they choose to hold on to, because in my eyes it's not a difference. It's especially because if I don't know where you at, even though I heard you still missing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
but ask yourself this,
well, you really ain't missing.
because a lot of it comes down to this right here.
If I'm your,
when did the mama report it?
Yeah, that part.
When did she report it? If she didn't report it right away, they have no way of knowing this girl is missing.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like to me, Debo, I don't know if you watched the news yesterday or not, but it sounds like she did it right away. I mean, that's what I got out of it. That she did that right away.
Well, I'm be
and
honest.
The young lady been missing for 3 weeks. Ain't no telling what that dude might be doing with that young lady. He might be trafficking that young lady.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually heard about this last week. I seen it on the news last week when they was talking about it. So
I just not heard about it yesterday. So I'm sorry if you heard about it before.
Yeah. I actually heard about it that she was last seen on some street, and man, I forgot the street that they said she was seen on, but I heard about it last week.
Was it 110th Street?
No, she didn't cut cross.
She wasn't cutting cross.
No, she didn't cut cross 110th Street.
Oh, see, y'all make jokes about the wrong stuff sometimes.
That's your opinion.
You're right.
If that was your daughter, you wouldn't want nobody making
joking
no
about
like
that. We was talking about Jermaine. We weren't joking about the situation, George.
Everybody know what a hunch cross 110th Street means.
No. You missed what we took. That this is a running joke for the program. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It was just so we clear, Jermaine was killing the lyric,
right?
And Debo had to correct him on the lyric. That's what we was talking about, man.
Oh, Bobby Womack. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, I'm a little bit upset about that. And let me just add this too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's hate when you just want your people to do better. We doing some serious clowning out here. I'll be sending you some stuff so you can be seeing what's going on, because I don't know if you have Ring doorbell or not, about what our young people out here doing almost every night, patrolling the streets, doing property damage, stealing people's cars, flashing people's cars, just nonsense. And that's why I be sending that stuff to you, so maybe we can have a conversation. Like I said, somebody know who snatched that young lady's glasses off. The dude is right on camera, went up and snatched her glasses off and pointed a gun. Somebody know who that young man is.
Well, I'm sure
he would take somebody's life over a pair of glasses.
To be honest with you, I'm sure by now police know who he is too. They just not saying anything because they don't want to, alert him that they are on their way. But I'm sure that they know who this guy is, because with the technology and even seeing the truck that pulled up at the gas station, and when he got out of the truck, man, his cameras all up on Hampton, so they can follow them wherever they went to. They can, tap into those cameras, man, that's on there. So I'm sure, man, police know it's just a matter of catching them.
All right. Hey, God, that's it for me today. God bless y'all.
Yeah, same to you.
Yeah, but that was crazy, man. I mean, can you imagine being with your child and somebody do something like that and you?
And I don't want to, because people get mad at me when I say it. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing new under the sun. Here's the difference. We know about it. We can see it because of media.
Yeah.
Right. People been getting jacked since people been getting jacked.
Since the Jesus day.
Right. They was talking about the kids down at Summerfest. They was fighting at Summerfest. Some of y'all old enough to remember the Midway at Summerfest. How come the Midway ain't at Summerfest anymore?
Because of fights.
And that goes back to the 80s?
Yeah, because, man, I remember.
I mean, I'm just saying.
We
be throwing, like young folks today.
I just talked about that with my mom, because we always rag on the younger generations and stuff, and then I was like, well, I'll always be hearing these stories about Juneteenth and how it used to go to midnight.
Yeah,
I ain't never sniffed no midnight, no Juneteenth.
Well, I mean, and there's a whole lot of
I
stuff
was
that y'all
born in
missed.
92.
See, but check this out.
And you probably never will
Jam
see
for
it.
peace.
Oh, right.
Oh, jam
but
for
I'm saying,
peace.
but my
for
point is that people been acting a fool since people been acting a fool.
No,
Negroes was
that is
fighting
true.
at the Jam for Peace.
Like,
now think about
Jam for Peace. Yeah, Jam for
fighting.
Peace. They
and I
fighting
forget
at
because
Jam
they
for
had
Peace.
one over at Lincoln Park.
Yeah,
that's when
that was
Ashford and
cracking.
Simpson was here.
Yeah.
And they fight. I'm like clowning, like, dude, Jam for Peace.
Yeah. But this is the thing, though.
Kids are kids, man.
Peace.
Just like you said, there's nothing new under the sun. But my thing is, I think that the respect level has changed. So, like the respect that we had, like we wouldn't harm women or children or like old ladies and things like that. Now,
That didn't just start.
No.
Come on now.
No, wait. I didn't say that it just started. However, the respect is different.
I'm gonna disagree with you.
I definitely disagree.
Doing crack, people didn't care who it was.
Well, no.
They
I'm not using the crack.
But what I'm saying was,
I'm saying these young guys ain't even on crack. They
on pills.
They just doing disrespectful, but not all of them is on pills. Some of these cats are just coming along because they guys is like, hey man, let's go do this.
You watch
let's go do that. Oh man,
what got Omar? What set Omar off?
The crack dealers.
And what happened? What did they do?
Guilty. Well, no, they sent the little kid.
Shot his big mama's hat off when she was coming home from church.
Yeah.
And they had a rule,
Yep.
no gunplay
Yep.
until after 1 o'clock.
Yep.
That
yep.
gave all Big
Yep.
Mama and everybody time to get home.
Yep.
And they shot his mama's hat off.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, sure was. Yeah.
So whether people respect the rules of the game, morals change, and society has become less respectful, more informal.
Yeah.
Where there was a certain level of formality. So
Right,
part of that goes along.
Remember, I had a rant a few months ago about just artists cussing on TV.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
goes.
How
That
old are
plays
you?
into respect
How
and
old are
all
you?
of that. 32.
Man, it used to be a point in time, man, that they wouldn't even show.
You
that
only hear
in the
cussing on
bed.
HBO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Showtime,
saying?
Little
HBO.
virgin ears, you can handle it.
Yeah, but what about?
You ain't never heard those words before.
But what about?
You
the
ain't never
kids?
used those words before.
It don't matter.
Okay,
It's about like how you was talking about respect and
Yeah.
formality.
Yeah.
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
if
Now,
I
now
don't want
people
to.
just
I don't.
fly off
I'm
the
not a
rails
big
with the
fan of
B word.
PG-13 movies. I'm a grown man.
But what
I
about
want to
the
see
kids,
an
though?
adult movie. Adults cuss. I want to see an
What
adult
about
movie.
the kids that they show?
Yeah,
that they show
but
all
that
this cuss
shouldn't be
stuff
on
around
BET.
prime time.
Is that where kids learn how to cuss?
Yeah, Doc. You learn from.
Ain't
seeing.
none of them learn how to cuss from their mom and daddy.
No, well,
Oh, they didn't hear that.
hey, no,
no. Never heard.
I didn't hear it at home. And I learned how to cuss.
Okay,
You just picked it up pretty good now because you used to be terrible with it.
No, man, stop it.
You tell that boy
Man, I
don't
was
know.
a sailor.
Yeah.
But
you learned in the streets, or you learned from your guys,
I ain't gonna lie.
your peers.
I ain't gonna lie.
TV,
I heard some words from my mama. I ain't gonna even lie.
I ain't never heard my mama cook.
See, but y'all
I
was
ain't never heard my
saved.
daddy cook.
Y'all was saved.
I'm just saying. But you just asked the question, so you ain't never hear your mama. You ain't never. No, I didn't. And this is the honest to God truth.
Only point I'm making is that there's a significant number of young people who learn how to cuss.
That is true
from their parents.
But
not
it's some
all,
that learn from
I'm
TV.
not saying that not all. Yeah, you can blame it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on. And if they sit up there and let them watch it on TV,
yeah, I totally
all right,
agree.
okay.
If you let them watch it, then yeah.
I know a bunch of 12 and 13-year-old girls know every line from Baby Boy.
Yeah.
That means that their mama let them watch
exactly.
Baby Boy.
And you sitting there watching it.
So
with your
whether
kids.
you cuss or not,
yeah.
they still learn it from you because you allowed them to watch it.
I get that part.
But,
yeah.
But still, when I was growing up, there wasn't no cussing on TV, man.
Yeah.
Well,
they just not like
so they was on CBS.
They younger Jermaines now. They just sailors. It don't matter what,
because that's how people talk, man.
But it don't have to be like that. That's all learned behavior, though. I mean, just like with the cross colors and these clothes, when they all came in, you saw it on TV, though. You saw the rappers, though. You saw them on it, and you was like, "Hey, man, I want that. You know, man, I want the clothing, man. I want the expensive clothes that they weren't." That's all learned behavior, man.
How old were you when you uttered your first cuss word? How old were you?
I want to say I was probably about 11.
Okay.
12.
I think I was younger than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Carl, welcome to the program. You wasn't 34. Trying to make it sound. I did cuss until I was 34, 35.
No, but
you cussing at 11.
But what I'm saying is,
and it was probably before that, knowing him.
No, because man, I got my face knocked off.
You weren't always around your parents,
but that's what I'm saying. I was always cautious because it was people that knew my parents, so I had to be careful.
Why would you cuss around an adult anyway?
Because you would slip up. Like you would slip up.
No, ain't no slipping
if
up.
you was doing it. No.
That's what kids say.
No,
man.
seriously.
You meant that.
You would slip up. Like, say for instance, like if you stubbed your toe, and if you was used to cussing, and you would say that word because you so used to it, then you'd be like, "Oh."
Have you seen this commercial? It's where they're going to deal with they say damp.
Oh yeah.
Like, damn.
Watch your mouth.
It's like damn.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to the point, but you heard of someplace you're not born cussing.
Of course.
I mean,
I be shaking my head at the movies and shows that be having little kids cussing. Like, what y'all
little kids cuss, man? How old are you?
Like Talladega Nights.
Oh man, that
them little cats was terrible, boy.
How much you want for that weed, though, man? That's a classic, man.
Classic.
That's a classic.
Once you allow it, then the floodgates is open, man.
Yeah.
Floodgates have been open for a long time, bro.
But for some people, it'd be closed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then you don't cuss.
Man, that ship is sailed.
You don't cuss.
I'm working on
my grandma, I'm a cuss like a who boy. You ain't heard nobody cuss when you hear my grandma.
My grandmother, the only word until she got a little bit older, there were some words we didn't know she knew. But the only word my grandmother,
We didn't know she knew.
Yeah, because she never, my grandmother never cussed around us. The only word she would say was shit. She would say that because in the South, they didn't consider that. No, they didn't consider that like a bad word.
That's the first cuss word I heard my mama say.
Right. From the South.
You know what's crazy? Hold on, Jermaine. You know what's crazy about that? Is like literally, I was notorious for losing stuff. I don't lose my head if it wasn't on my neck. So literally, I was talking to my god brother, and he talking about people cussing. I'm like, oh, my mama don't cuss. You know what I'm saying? He like, bro, everybody cuss. I'm like, dude, my mama do not cuss. Few days later, I lost my hat and my gloves. She said, see, you don't care about your always losing stuff. I was like, dang, he was
that
right.
hurt you more than the gloves.
I was like, dang, he was right. Everybody do cuss. For a minute, I just knew.
And look,
like,
there are people who do not. So we're not saying
I know
everybody.
I know preachers that cuss.
Oh man.
Oh, my mama don't cuss often.
The cussing preacher just died, didn't he?
He sure did, and he died cussing.
He wasn't the only one cussing.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, and I'm gonna tell you, I just full semi-transparency.
Full semi.
Full semi. Would you call it an oxymoron?
Man, that's 18
It
wheeler.
really
It
is.
is.
I have, in private, I might have different conversations than I do publicly.
Well, yeah.
And what I use and how we talk in private is real different.
But that's everybody.
I'm mindful of not everybody. Not everybody. I had a buddy. He didn't care where he was. It'd be like.
But it was still certain conversations.
Right.
Even then, even the most unfiltered person, it's still some conversations that they will tailor for other environments than they would normally, where they're normal.
So
Not code switching.
Quick
I mean,
question.
but I look at it just like this. When these mics are off and we're not being heard by the general public, our conversation is typically different than what we'll say when these mics become hot.
Right. Well,
And that's funny, even the guest.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't, you feel a little bit freer to have that conversation.
Yeah.
And then when the lights come back on, you're pure.
Lights, camera, action.
So and I just think
some of us are pure. Some of us ain't gonna never be pure again.
Yeah, Debo, I've been trying to wash you with hyssop.
No, I'm talking about you.
see how people deflect.
We ain't talking about no Virginians.
Right. That's what's in here.
No Virginians up in here. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. You on there?
Good morning. I'm on the speaker. Is that I'll just turn.
Actually, you're coming through pretty good.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to make a couple of comments today. Number one, DJ, the Protege, I would like to say that I just love that commentary that you had today, or your poetry, or whatever you call it. I always enjoy it. You're just like a young man, to me, beyond your time. You're like an old soul, because the things that you write about, it sounds like it's coming from someone older than you. And I would very much appreciate hearing or seeing the one that you commented on again. The reason being about us living on, that just really got to me. Anyone who's had a loss in their family of a loved one, you realize that with all the grief, like they got on the news today about this officer who died, and they're honoring him. The funeral will be later. What they will do is how he will live on is about the comments made about his life and the things that he did. And that's what you brought home to Ruth. It's like long after you have reconciled that a person has died and moved on, and I don't know if you ever do that really, but the words you said are true. Their laughter, their legacy, everything that they did keeps them alive for years, like your mother and father, maybe 50 years, but you're still talking about them. So I would really like for you, all of the commentaries that you give every week, I wish you would publish that. I could see that in a book or something. I'd be the first one to purchase it. So I want you to think about that. All of the things you talk about, it just really hit me today because it was so beautiful. And it just brought things home to. The next thing is what George was talking about. George talked about the alerts that are not put out on our children. I totally disagree. I totally agree with him that the lives of Black children is not regarded as important in Milwaukee. And he was right. The other girl or any of them, it's been posted. It's just sickening to me. Almost is on every 5 minutes. And our children are just, I know there's a lot missing, so they couldn't put everybody out there, but they could do better than what they're doing. And also, I would like for the radio stations to bring on some of the people from Channel 12, 6, or 4, if that is ever possible, to interview them on why, when we do crimes, and we do our crimes, but other people do their crimes too. Guy sitting there now, Jermaine, It could be Keith. It could be any of it. So, and you would do a crime today. Your picture would be on in 5 minutes. Uh, we would know 5 minutes what you did, and then other people it could be days. There is a discrimination with how they pit us. They make us look bad in comparison to suburban people, and I am just fed up with that.
Thank you for the words, for calling, sharing everything you expressed. You are listening to Community Voice. We're coming up on the break. I'm DJ the Protege, Keith Caller. See you. We will get to you after the break. Be right back.
I'm Jackson. A new poll from the shows that more than half of Americans oppose the budget. 53% say that strongly support the current plan increase since April. Poll also found that 52% of Americans believe the federal deficit will increase because of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. And includes
Oh yeah.
gave you time to react, and it's like something that you can put in some kind of training program for people who are being followed by police for no reason.
Right.
So good job on that. It's something that actually they teach in the military to see your enemy first. So you did a good job.
That helps.
Yeah,
That definitely helps.
Keith, whether you traveling into like a bordering town like Glendale or cut across to 110th Street into Wauwatosa. I just thought we could kind of tie it in me in a little bit. And what the lady was saying earlier about DJ and old soul, sometimes when I'm listening to him, he does sound like one of the older from like 60s even, and he lends credit to something y'all talk about often, reincarnation. And it reminded me, like DJ could have been here before, he's been a powerful leader around the time Adam played college. But I had this thought the other day about how you're not really old until right before you die.
Mm-hmm.
And that ties into something that y'all, that Debo tried to put into earlier, Keith, and maybe y'all can think about that this weekend. Because there's like a lot of times people die at a very young age, so they don't get a chance to age. But technically, they were old, because you were about to expire. If we're to do an analogy of food or anything else that expires.
Wow. Yeah,
and I just thought about this the other day, how you're not really old until right before you die.
Yeah, because he rant more than me, and I'm in my 60s. He sound like that old dude out there with those knee socks on and the shorts, the Bermuda shorts. Get off my grass. And another thing, you little punk.
Remember to see DJ when he about 49 going on 50.
Right.
I told Keith, and this was years ago, that he and my mother have made me rethink age and like what's old, and I put that in air quotes, what's old, because the things that they were able to do and still are able to do, being younger, you would think, that those times will pass, but it's not. So it's I would always talk about Hubie Brown. He was in his 90s, and the way that he can fluently speak about basketball and actually know what he's talking about, it's a number of people that once they get to that point, they probably can't even form proper sentences anymore. But he could, and he can, and he travels and all of that. So it just made me just rethink life and age, and just you're able to continuously learn, because you've never, though he's 90, but he's never been 90 before. So even he's still learning and getting better.
He stays close to the game too.
I think you know what I mean.
So what they're gonna call you if you over here at Lincoln Park playing? What they're gonna call you when you come over? They're gonna call you school.
I was actually keeping in my mind, man.
You think so?
Oh yeah, they're gonna call you school.
Pass the ball, school.
What up, school?
Listen, man. The first time it happened to me, and I was out there
you
hooping,
school already,
and they called me OG. I'm like,
Remember, I keep talking about Keon because, like I said, he immortal.
You know what? And when we were talking about that, that's what came to mind. I said, because we still talked about this.
Keon told the story about how he was in a corner store, and these kids talking about cussing was in there cussing. And one of the kids had some sense. It was like, "Hey man, you need to stop cussing, man. Old school over there." And Keon getting his stuff ready, and he looking around like he the only one in there. He's like, "Oh, they talking about me."
Yeah.
So you telling me when you go to Mo Park, they're gonna call you school, dog? I'm just telling you.
OG.
Right.
That'll be a revelation for real.
That's why you ain't going over there.
Right. That's why you ain't going. That's why you want that revelation. He don't want that revelation.
The inevitable. Man, I remember the first time I was walking in the gas station and was like, "What's up, school?" And it threw me, man.
Right.
I mean, I accepted it, but
I was out at the dump, and dude said, "Hey, bro, you need some help?" Like, no, man. I'm good. And it was crazy because we had this the guy who was moving some junk, you know those Aldermen?
Yeah.
They must
Yeah,
weigh
the
about
big.
50 pounds.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw this kid pick it up, and he just boom, and he missed. Right.
Yeah.
He came back. He picked it up this time. It was like, I said, "Oh, to be that young and
Man.
strong
Man, tell me
again."
about it.
Oh,
Keith, when we were performing at St. Joe's at Ginglo the other day, remember those two little kids that kept running across the grass?
yeah.
It ran through my mind, boy, to be young, that young again, and run like I'll never run like that again in life.
Right. And then you sit up and thinking you get ready to get, because y'all get ready to run into something because they were just running.
That's the other part of it, because that pole was sticking up with that outlet on it.
Right.
I was like, boy, if one of them miss,
Man, dude.
this could be ugly, but at least they right across the street from the ER.
But no, bro, but you
Carry
right
them
on that. I
across the
always
street.
kid him like, dude, you sound like an old man, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to that running, Debo, if like a pit bull get behind you, you'll realize that the adrenaline for at least about 10 seconds will make you 13 again.
Until you start thinking about it.
Interesting. I'm looking at a scar right here on my knee.
Yeah.
Rhonda and I were in Puerto Rico. I'm old. Rhonda with her direction walk. I did my direction walk back from the beach, didn't see it coming. This little pit bull came out of nowhere, dude. Nowhere. I literally jumped up on the car.
Yeah, didn't know you can do it.
I didn't know I could do it.
Yeah.
I literally jumped up on the car, and he's scratching. So I'm still looking at the scar now.
Wow.
Yeah, but I how I got up on that car, and I kept saying no. He wasn't listening.
No, he ain't listening. It was like
And in Puerto Rico, man,
He didn't speak English.
Free reign of the island.
Yeah, he didn't speak English.
No leash law.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rico.
One of my best friends, he just told me that dogs are like that in Texas.
Yeah.
He said dogs just like how we have cats here that just be.
Oh, yeah.
He said, and I was like, for real?
Yeah, no.
He was
Seriously,
like,
no
dude,
leash law.
if you really came here for like a week,
Yeah.
it would be like a different world
They're
for
like
you.
dogs everywhere.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Now we was kids though; they didn't have a leash law.
Right.
It'd be dogs everywhere, and people knew. Like we had a dog on our block named Tiger. Everybody knew about Tiger, man.
I ain't seen no loose dogs.
No, you don't.
No,
Because the leash laws are on the book. Yeah, you can't. Like I don't know why they have it for cats. Anything else, bro?
I was just gonna tell DJ, once you get to a certain age, man, go to Lincoln and just shoot jump shots.
Yeah, Doc.
And don't play nothing more than hustle.
Yeah.
If they ask you.
Yeah, that full court run. No.
You're a little younger than you look.
Listen here, man. Trust me. I went and tried to play on concrete, and boy, when I got home, you're talking about the worst pain in my bones.
Did ESPN rub you down and
No, ESPN put me to sleep. I needed some rest.
Yeah,
man,
all right,
listen.
Carlo, we got another call. Away. Appreciate you.
Man.
All right, do the same, brother.
Yeah, that concrete ain't nothing.
Caller, thank you for your patience. You're on there.
Hey, what's up, brothers? How y'all doing?
All right, yourself.
All right. My auntie used to always say when people come talking to her, talking about, "Hey, mama," she's like, "You look older than me. Why you calling me mama?"
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but DJ, since you there, man, what's up with the Packers? Because they quiet. They might do something this year. They quiet.
All
right, y'all.
They got healthy, but I'm not gonna lie. This schedule is one of the toughest schedules we've had in a long time.
But they look good on both sides of the ball.
They play well enough to get the toughest schedule in football.
Yeah.
And mind you, we was third in our division last year. We still got a tough schedule.
Yeah. Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning. You're on there.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I called earlier and looked like I opened up a can of worms by saying the word old to DJ. That's really out there with old. I think what I said was misconstrued. I could use the term wise, and I think a lot of times, wisdom, wise, old, because it takes a long time sometimes for people to grow into that wisdom. I love Africa, Keith, like you do. And a lot of times, I don't know the proverb of Africa, but this, what I was referring to DJ it was kind of like a African proverb, and I meant wisdom. Take that word instead of old. I'm an older person, and I guess I think of myself a lot like DJ. I hear the wisdom to what he writes about, and I was like an old soul growing up myself as a youngster, And I always wondered, God, why did you put all this on me? I became an overthinker, but I could look beyond what other people my age could look at, and I'm still like that. I have to ask God not to let me overthink about situations now, because I'm all upset about what's going on in America with Trump, and I have to bring myself down. Yeah, you can laugh. But
we just don't use that name on Friday.
We can't use that name on Friday.
Down right now. And you may.
Well, thank you so much for the call. We got to get out of here. Thank you so much. It is time to go. All right. Thank you.
Let me thank DJ anything, man.
Thank you. Just have a safe weekend. It's supposed to be rainy a little bit, but it's still supposed to be warm. Just enjoy yourself. Be safe.
Bebo?
If you can't change the people around you for the better, then change the people around you.
Jermaine?
Just live. Instead of exist. Just live. Okay. That's all I got to say, man. Yeah, just simplicity goes a long way.
Yeah. And we don't call him old because of his insight. Have you heard his rants?
Yeah, he old as
how old does he sound in his
He
rants?
old as a fool.
Anyway, hey, good Lord willing, Creek Don't Rise. Y'all have a safe weekend. And like I said, don't forget tomorrow, 10 o'clock, Metropolitan Baptist Church, the Unity Walk in the Community, right there, 1345 West Burr Line. With that said, go from this place in peace.
Oh, yeah.